All right, so I just want to do a couple more examples here. So of course we got two equations that are in standard form, and we want to cancel out one of these variables. That's what we want to do. So to do this, look at those coefficients, 4 and a 7, 3 and a 3. So because these negative 3's are identical, I'm going to have to subtract these two equations to cancel them out. If I added the two equations, it would make it negative 6, and I want to cancel them out completely. Okay, so I'm going to subtract these two equations. I'm going to do 4x minus 7x, and that's going to give me negative 3x. Negative 3y minus negative 3y cancels, okay? Negative 3 minus negative 3 is equal to 0, and so that just cancels itself out. These parts are gone. All right, 10 minus 22 is going to be negative 12. Okay, then you would divide by negative 3, so x is equal to positive 4. Got it. All right, we'll have to take that 4 and plug it back into one of these two equations. I'll use the top one. So 4 times 4 minus 3y equals 10. That'll be 16 minus 3y equals 10. And then we'll subtract this 16. Move that over. That gives us negative 3y equals negative 6. So y would have to equal 2. All right, divide by negative 3, and you'll get y equals 2. Okay, this one. So notice how the coefficient on the x, they are the same number, but they differ by a plus minus sign. So I'm going to have to add these two equations to cancel that out. I'm going to add these two equations. 8x plus negative 8x cancels. Negative 5 plus 3. That'll be negative 2. And then we'll do 10 plus negative 18. That's negative 8. And so y is equal to 4. Cool. All right. Take that y and plug it back into one of these equations. I think I'll go with the top equation again. All right. So 8x minus 5y, but I'm going to plug in a 4 there. Okay. This will be 20. 8x minus 20 equals 10. Move that 20 to the other side. So it's 8x equals 30. And then we'll divide by 8. X will equal, I know I can simplify that by 2, so that'll be 15 over 4. There we go. We got our x and our y. The last question I wanted to look at here, where was it? Okay. What two numbers add, where is that? They add up to 152, and, they add to 152, and they subtract to negative 44. Yep. So I want to find a pair of numbers that will add up to 152, but when you subtract them, they give you negative 44. So you'd want to write a system of equations to represent this first. So they add up, so I'll say x plus y add up to 152, and then they subtract x minus y to negative 44. All right. So in this one, I have both of them kind of ready and set up to either add or subtract. If I add these two equations, it will cancel out the y's. If I subtract them, it'll cancel out the x's. So I'm gonna go ahead and add them. I feel like that's always easier. So it's going to be x plus x will give me 2x. And then that'll cancel out the y's. 152 plus negative 44. That is 108. Yep, 108. And then we'll divide by 2. That'll give us 54. So one of the numbers is 54. And then to figure out the other number, we'll just plug this 54 back in for x. So I'll say 54 plus y is 152. Subtract this 54 from both sides. And that'll give us y equals 90 something. 98. Yep, I believe that's right. I wish I had a calculator handy just to check it. But if I subtract those numbers, yeah, 54 minus 98, that'll give you negative 44. And then if you add them, of course, it gives you 152. Okay, that's it.